welcome back to this Guild Wars Let's Play.
You're with Sambonz.
Regina J. Lacerta, you sabotaging my epic introduction once again.
Oh, you don't need any help. You sabotage yourself each week.
Oh, good lord. Well, isn't that a start to our Guild Wars Let's Play this week, folks? By the way, a welcome along to you. Regina J. Lacerta, I've got the funny feeling that you're in a cheeky mood today. Would that be right?
Well, I'm in a mood to give you cheek.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, folks. Uh-oh. Hang on, we'll just...
You have a debt to pay.
Uh-oh. Do you think she'll notice if I just kind of sneak over here? Maybe she won't notice that I'm going away. What? What have I done now?
I didn't notice because I'm multitasking at the moment, so I wasn't watching the screen.
Oh, God, double. Listen to her, folks. So what are you doing? Are you doing your art and crafts while you're playing as well? Triple tasking.
I've actually got a market in... Okay, I've got a market coming up in 2 days' time, and then another market after that in 5 days' time.
Right.
So I'm busily making hair clips in school colours for the markets that I have on. And I am very busy. I have been preparing these markets for a couple of weeks now. I've got so much to do, a backlog. However, I am willing to take time off to spend time with my friends for a prearranged evening of dinner and some fun games and something. Does this, hello?
Oh, no.
Even though I am very, very busy, I am very, very busy, I will make time for my friends.
Oh, do you know what, Faith?
Would you?
You, woman, you are the pits. You are a nasty, horrible woman. You're so terrible. Oh, folks, if only you knew, or actually you're about to find out. You know what? You just, I can't believe you're doing this.
If you don't say it, I'll tell.
Oh, she's making me feel so guilty. All right, now, look, for a start, we all know that Regina J. Lacerta does know how to multitask, and of course I'm terrible at it. And we also know that she's very, very busy with her art and craft business and her markets that she makes it all for, and of course also her Facebook shop and all the rest of it. And yes, you're right, you do make time to come here every week, week in, week out, to play with your friends, i.e. me, no matter what you're doing. The reason she's saying that, folks, is because we had arranged to, what was it, last Friday night? Was that right?
Yeah.
Last Friday night to all turn up at another one of our friends' houses, and by the way, hello to Kay and Droidy. And we were going to have a cards night, a geeky, well, what we're going to play, WoW, I think, WoW trading card games night. And amongst
Arcade Citadel, dungeon pack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the new dungeon pack. That's right, because we are geeky card-playing nerds. And you know what? I had to bail. Because I had so much...
You didn't have to bail, but you did.
Oh, it's not true. I had so much work, from my day job, and of course all the work that we do here for our Let's Play, that I had to drop out. And by the way, I'm so glad I did, because we've been having major YouTube upload problems recently. It's been taking heaps of time as well. So it was very fortunate that I didn't come along, because it did give me an opportunity to clear my backlog away. But still, Reggie is right. At the end of the day, it meant I didn't show up. So she's laying the guilt on me now. And it's working. You're making me feel terrible, you horrible, horrible witch.
Well, because I took time out to spend time with my friends, it means that, I have to do a bit of multitasking. I'm now, sitting, with my hot glue gun, gluing bits of ribbon onto clips to match them up with school colours. But that's all right. I can do that. I'm happy to do that for my friends.
Oh, folks. Oh, okay, look, this is where I think we have...
Can I tell you one more thing?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one more thing. Jordy had cupcakes.
No!
She had gone to the city especially to buy cupcakes.
Oh, guys, you can't see, but my head is in my hands. I can't believe it, because cupcakes are my favourite. I got
to eat 3.
You're going to rub this
in. Extras because someone wasn't there.
All right. Okay, I get it now. Reggie is going to make this whole episode Sambo feels guilty. That's what it's going to be. We can tell that. So there's no avoiding that. Oh, man. But this is where I turn to you guys. Okay, so you guys watching at home, what do you think What do you think? Stop your laughing there, you. What do you think? Whose side are you on? Let's have a look here. We've got Reggie, who's saying, hey, I, Reggie, will put down and put aside anything to spend time with my friends, especially if it's pre-organised. Even if stuff comes up, I'm going to make it a priority and be there. And shame on you, Sambo, for not coming on Friday night. Whereas me, I say I would love nothing more than to come along. And I love spending time, especially with Reggie and our friends. And I love cupcakes as well. And yet I did the math and figured that I couldn't. So I didn't. So, folks, what's it to be? Which way should I have gone? No, you stop cheering in the cheap seats there, Missy. Should I have dropped everything and gone out on a Friday night and spent time with Reggie and friends? Or should I have done... yes. Or should I have done what I did, which is to knuckle down and get through my work? Let us know in the comments below, because, of course, this will be the big one. If you guys all vote for me, then I'm going to be able to turn around to Reggie and go, Nina, Nina, Nina. Of course, the worst thing in the world that could happen is if you vote for Reggie, and I'm just going to feel like even more of a heel. So please don't do that. Please vote for me. Vote for me. Anyway, I'm very sorry, Reggie, and you know what? I would much rather have been there, in all honesty, because I worked like a dog on Friday night and I got very little sleep and had to be up very early. And this weekend in Melbourne, it was the Grand Prix, so I got no sleep no sleep-ins because of all the noise and carry-on. So it was just a disaster. I would have loved to have come along and spent time. So
the Grand Prix was on? Yeah, didn't even notice.
Yeah, well, I would normally not notice either, except for the fact it's right behind my house, and it sounds like swarms of angry bees are in my head because it's so loud. My God, those things are so loud. But look, for what it's worth, like I said, I would much rather have been there, and I do apologise in front of all of our thousands and thousands of viewers. I'm so sorry. There you go. That's about...
Well,
I don't know what else I can do.
Twice to the Lich King.
Oh, oh, the Lich King. So you were playing the Ice Crown Citadel?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so was DK playing as the Lich King?
Of course.
Of course he was. He makes such a good bad guy, that guy.
Well,
there you go. And by the way, folks, I know we're in Guild Wars, but today, can't help but mention it, today a lot of stuff, a lot of press releases came out about the new WoW expansion. Speaking of WoW, Mists of Pandaria, and there's... Well, I think the Intertron is swarmed with information, so I've been wanting to know about what a female Pandarian looks like, or the new content in the game. Go have a bit of a Google search and you'll find it out now. But of course, right now, we're not playing card games on a Friday night. We're not in WoW. We are here. It's Reggie and I, the Twitch Witch herself. And look at this. We've got a log here. Reggie, this is where I'm going to turn to you because I don't know what we're going to be doing. Got a couple of quests here, as you guys know. One of them is to get... normal. Well, one of them is to get a Signet of Capture, and of course, or rather to use our Signet of Capture, and we can use that any time, so it's not really a quest. The other one is called the Villainy of Galroth, and we all know that that's way too hard for us on our own, even with a couple of moxes. Well, in fact, I don't think we can take mox. I can't remember. Anyway, we're going to need the help of our good friends for that one. So that's not what we can do tonight. So my question to you, aside from giving me heaps for not turning up on Friday night, is what are we going to do this evening?
Well, have you wondered why I said when you log in, let's log in at Frostgate?
Well, I was wondering.
Which is kind of, I know, looking like we're going back in the game.
I did wonder that.
Well, I actually, there was, on our most recent upload, there was a very, very good question came from Baka21 Woo.
Ooh, hang on. Whoa. How do you say that name again? I like the end bit.
Baka21 Woo.
Woo! All right, okay. In that case, hang on. While you read out this comment, if that's what you're going to do, seeing we're wooing, it's going to be dancing. There we are. Okay, yep, carry on.
Okay, well, the question from Baka was, I have a question. Are you going to visit every outpost even if it doesn't have a mission? If so, could you please go back and visit Ice Tooth Cave in the northern Shiver Peaks?
Oh.
Now, that is a very, very valid question.
Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. So, hang on. I've just brought up my map, Reggie. I know you can't see it, but in fact, your map will look the same. So... Okay, so here we are. We're looking at the map. I can see Boreless Pass. I can see the Frost Gate. I can see Beacon's Perch. We've got everything explored, haven't we? What are you going on about? What do you mean the ice caves?
Well, from here, I believe it is an outpost up from here, but because with the Frostgate we kind of just left here on a mission that got us to another outpost, we didn't do all of the explorable areas around here, and therefore we haven't found this Ice Tooth Cave.
Oh, hang on. You're right, because all the explorable stuff, I think, underneath, like to the south of the Frostgate here, I think we made it to Beacon's Perch or something like that, so that was probably... Yeah, you're right, in the mission. Well, hang on, so where else is there to go then? Where can you leave...
Well, if we actually go out, because if you see the signpost that's next to the gate that we're standing next to, it points to Anvil Rock. Now, we don't have Anvil Rock as an explorable area on our map.
Wait a minute,
So if we go out...
Wait a minute.
Explore Anvil Rock, then
you're
we
right.
may even find another outpost.
You are right. Look at that. So,
and you know what they say?
Yes.
All exploration is good exploration.
Well, absolutely. So hang on. Yes, you're right. So here we are at Frostgate. You know what? We've never been out this gate. It's just dawned upon me. Gosh, that is really good spotting on behalf of yourself, and I'm just going to call him Woo, because Woo is good enough. That is great, and thank you very much if you're watching this episode, by the way, because we've never walked through here ever. That is fantastic. No. And so I'm imagining then, hang on, which way are we facing? West. Right, so I'm imagining that it's sort of, look, so all above us where it's still blurred out, is that where the ice caves are going to be? Oh, look, and that's not going to be...
It is...
Yeah, that's not going to be tracking towards our exploration, is it?
Well, our exploration title, of course, any of that area that we uncover goes towards our exploration title.
Right.
And you know what? How I do like my titles.
All right. Sold. I am sold. Let's do it then. Lead us out. I say we go through here to Anvil Rock. Hang on. Down to Anvil Rock. Get it? Get it? Get it? Yeah, you do get it.
I do. Oh, my God.
There you go. Hang on. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Come on, guys. More internet points are up for grabs. If you can tell what down to Anvil Rock is... Go on, there you go. 10 internet points up for grabs there.
Okay.
All right, Reggie, go on. Take us out, Captain, as they say.
I'm just unplugging my hot glue gun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my Lord. Oh, dear. Hey, Reggie, how are you going to... Oh, good. I'm just finishing off nailing the roof, and then I've got to paint the ceiling, and then I've got to make a car, and oh, my Lord. All right, multitasking. Like I always say. Well, I'm multitasking because I'm sitting down and playing the game. So that's
and breathing.
And breathe. And there you go. Three things I'm doing. Oh, hey, look, there's a collector over here. All right, so I'm guessing that this episode is basically just going to be an exploration episode, and there's nothing wrong with that. Crichton pants.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Right. Hey, if you ever want Crichton pants, they're over here at this collector, by the way. And do you know what else?
Do you know what armour they are?
Oh, I think it was... I've forgotten already. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can.
Yes, yeah, I was going to say, yes, you can believe it, can't you? All right, so, look, so we've got the stone summits. And he tried to run away then, the big chicken. Do you see that? This guy tried to make a dash for it. So we're back in the snow, which, of course, I love. I love me the snow, but it's been a while.
You do love your snowy areas?
I do, but it's been ages since we've seen our stone summit enemies, actually, so it's kind of cool to be back here. I love your bow, by the way, Reggie. It never fails to shock and awe me. It's so amazing. Absolutely love it. All right,
It is pretty awesome.
Oh my God, there's minotaurs or minotaurs, however you pronounce them, wherever you're from in the world. That's awesome. Do you know what? Hey, do you know what this reminds me of? Because of the minotaurs, it's kind of like Narnia. Oh, I think we've had this discussion before. You've never read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, have you?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, you so need to. Have you seen the movies though?
No, I haven't.
Well, I know for a fact.
But I also haven't seen When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's all right. Look, there's lots of movies I haven't seen either that I probably should have. But no, honestly, you're a fantasy girl. I know you like your fantasy. You would absolutely love it. You really would. And it's a great book, but obviously a lot easier to watch it on movie rather than read it on book. All right, so hang on. Where's my map? Here we go. Oh, look, so we're eventually going to be heading north. And look, hey, Anvil Rock has actually appeared in my map to the north of us.
Mm.
Oh, okay, this is good. This is exciting. I like this. So where are we going next?
I'm, of course, running around blind here.
Well, I reckon you were going the right way, or do you... Do you reckon you weren't? There's multiple...
Well, there was a dead end up there.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, I didn't even notice. How terrible is that? Whoopsie. Now, I've got a question for you, by the way, your opinion, also based on one of our viewer comments that came in the last week. Although I think I'm going to be about to be blown away by a view. Yeah, look at that view, folks. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at it. That is incredible. Hey, do we get to wander? I think we get to go up that path. That path we can see up to the left there. We may indeed. Yeah, look at it. It is epic. Oh, folks, Guild Wars is still amazing after all these years. I know I say it every single episode almost, but if you want to have some good fun in something that has slightly different combat mechanics than all of the other theme park MMOs out there, which doesn't make them better or worse, just makes them different. So we're talking about WoW, Rift, EverQuest, all that sort of stuff. This, oh, will you look at that view? Seriously, that is, you know what? That's worth buying the game for.
That's
if you ask me.
Pretty stunning.
Oh gosh, yeah, that is amazing. God, if even you're saying, look, if you're agreeing with me, then it must be right. There we go. Now, speaking of which, where's she gone? There we go. Anyhow, folks, yes, a question or rather a comment came in earlier in the week, and someone was saying, "Hey, look, I'm new to Guild Wars, and you guys have inspired me to give it a go, and all the rest of it. But can you please tell me what a good build is for a monk?" Now, you could replace any class there. And my answer to them, Reggie, and I'd like to know your thoughts on this, whether you agree with me or not, but my answer to them was, well, to be honest, there's no such thing, because the whole point of Guild Wars, and the whole reason it's differentiator, if you like, the reason it's different from other games is because it's all about, half the game is deciding what skills to put on your hotbar for what particular situation, and depending on the makeup of your party and the mission you're doing or the PvP event that you're running or a whole raft of different factors, you should be swapping out your hotbar.
It comes down to how you like to play the game as well, because not everyone plays the game the same way.
Well, that's true.
I am a ranger character here, but I actually like to have majority of my skills being the necromancer skills. So I set myself up with an overtime ranger skill, but then I use my necromancer skills as well. But I mean, some people just don't fancy playing like that, and that's fine.
And I think you've hit the nail on the head there. And oh my god, I'm not going to be stopping constantly gawking at this and going, oh my freaking god, because I just seriously, it takes your breath away, folks.
You're Sambo, and that's what you do.
Yeah, okay. But seriously, I mean, on the YouTube video, I doubt it's going to, it's just not the same. It is not quite the same. Hey, I've got all sorts of mobs over here. Where are you? We're all dying. I think I need to throw a party heal.
I'm fighting mobs over here.
Yeah, I think I've bought friends, quite possibly.
Oh, that would be right.
Let's go over and see Reggie. There she is. Hello. And did you notice, by the way, that we've got a boss nearby?
I didn't see it, no.
Yep, there's somebody with a green glow behind me. Actually, I can't see him at the moment. But trying to get this Stone Summit Scout from behind us because he's playing havoc. Oh my lord, I died! Oh my god, I didn't even notice. I wasn't even paying attention to my health. Hey, yeah, behind. Gosh, they're coming at us from all angles. Do you know what? These guys are only level 10, but they're really packing a punch because they're high in numbers, aren't they?
Well, there's so many of them.
Yeah, this is nasty. There you go. You can see Reggie is also concentrating. Let's go stand next to her. By the way, don't you just love the way a ranger... Look at that. It looks so epic, doesn't it, when you fire your arrows? It's amazing. No wonder you love a ranger.
It does use the whole body. I love the fact that the whole body is used. Like, I mean, you could have the bow and just, show the bow being fired, but the whole character puts this beautiful stance up and...
Oh, it's beautiful.
See the tension. Oh, yeah. And I'm about to die.
Oh, God. Okay, so I can res you. Resing you now. This is rough. Gosh, I really thought this would be a bit of a walk in the park.
Well, let's get back up to higher ground.
Yep,
it's easier to attack from higher ground.
But the whole party is dead. Can you believe it? And if you stop for 1 second...
you're about to die as well.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I was about to heal you. because I've got a big heal. Hopefully Reggie's going to heal me, or rather res me. There we go. Yes, no, yes, no. No, she can't.
I can't. I don't have a res signet.
Oh dear, look at this, folks. We're really in a pickle. Well, this, I'll tell you what, it definitely makes for exciting viewing. You can't deny us that. But our whole party got wiped out, and we've both died. And look at Regina J. Lacerda there hanging on for grim death. And oh no, is she going to make it? Just a slither of health.
I'm about to die.
You are about to die. Look at that. You've got absolutely no health. Oh, valiant attempt. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? Even though, you could consider that a massive failure on our behalf because we really weren't paying attention, and I think that we didn't realise how tough that was going to be. This is good. This is good fun because I don't mind this one bit. Why? Because it's another way to play Guild Wars. You don't always have to be running a quest or a mission. What do you think about that, Reggie? I mean, we're just exploring the world, going out, finding challenges, trying to, as you can see on the map, by the way, folks, look how far we made it, about halfway to Anvil Rock there. We're just trying to make our way to Anvil Rock because it's something else that we can do. We're adventuring, we've just come up against a challenge, we're going to have to go back and rethink it. This, to me, is fun, and yet we've got no technically...
Well, I do this all the time. If I want to just... have a bit of a space out from everyday life, I like nothing better than just come in and, even if it just adds that 0.2% to my exploration title or go visit Nicholas the Traveller or just having a roam around. Love it.
Right, exactly right. There you go. And by the way, we can see Reggie using her tricks, her witchy poo tricks. You can see my death penalty is already only 5%. There we go again. Thank you for using those, Reggie. You know what? We're always giving Reggie... Oh, look at that. We've got... Oh, hang on. You stay there because I want to stand back and look at this thing. You know what? Reggie and her tricks actually save the day on more than one occasion. Look at that. She's cleared our death penalty and she's got the huge celestial dragon. Is that one of your mysterious summoning stones, Reggie?
That's one of the celestial summoning stones that I got from the...
Oh, the event. The New Year.
The festival, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, New Year festival.
You know what? Like I say, we always give you stick about it, but at the end of the day, we're so glad that you've come along because you've got all those tricks and tools of the trade. And I mean, let's face it, they're there to be used.
It's called good inventory management. You should learn how to do it one day.
Oh, listen to her. She's right, though. Unfortunately, she's right. I have terrible inventory management, and I think, you know what, never going to use it, so I dump it. And then as soon as I dump it, what happens? I need it. All right, now, what's this signature of capture? Can we both use the signature of capture on the boss, by the way, or can I only do it once?
I think we can only use it if it's got our own profession.
Okay.
Whether it be primary or secondary, I don't know.
Well, let's try. Here we go. Signet of capture. No valid skills were found. You can only capture skills
wait a minute.
Correspond to your profession. Yeah, nothing. But this
it has necromancer spells.
Oh, good. Okay, so you can see here, folks, in my window it says no valid skills were found. So always do use your signet just in case. And there you go. So, Reggie, talk us through what your window's saying. I'm imagining it says necromancer skills and then lists them, does it?
Okay, well, it says select one of the following skills, then click cap. The selected skill will permanently replace Signet of Capture in your skill list. Now, it has got 5 skills, but 4 out of the 5 I already know.
Ah, okay.
So now I make the decision if I want to capture this one or if I want to leave it. But what it is, it's actually it's a curse, and it transfers 1 negative condition and its remaining duration from yourself to a target touched foe.
Oh, okay. Gee, so you actually have to touch them?
I think so.
Because
now it doesn't look like it's an elite spell either, so I'm actually going to, at this time, I'm actually going to pass on this one because I want to get a really, really good
No, I think that's a good idea. And again, that's all part of, playing the game here in Guild Wars, is making those sort of decisions, because as you read out, Reggie, what happens is once you've actually got that, signature, rather the signet, and you actually capture it, you lose the signet, which is something you have to bear in mind.
You do.
Now, I don't know if you remember but of course, I'm sure we can get more. But do you remember if they're easy to come by? Like, can you actually go out and buy them from a vendor, or are they only available from certain places?
That's a good question for our viewers, I think.
That is a good one. There you go. Let us know, folks, what happens if you lose your Signet of Capture, and there's my one down there, by the way, all ready to rock and roll. What happens if I use it and therefore lose it? Can I get another one? And if so, whereabouts do I go to get that? There you go, question of the day.
I think you can get more of them, because I remember on another character I've got, I have captured more than one spell with the Signet of Capture.
Right.
The first time it was just an everyday spell. The second time I got one of the elite sort of, a gold spell, and it's actually a pretty awesome one.
Nice.
And so I must have picked it up from somewhere, but yeah, I actually don't remember where.
There you go. All right, that's okay. It's why we have our viewers there to help us out when we don't know. And again, can I say again, I love this area. You know what? Just like you, I'd just quite happily come here and romp around and fight mobs. And in fact, you know what? This is actually a really good sort of area because there are these mobs. They're not particularly easy. And oh my God, look at that view, folks. Seriously, there's nothing gonna shut me up about this. I can tell you that now. This is a great area.
Hard to shut you up.
This is a great area to come out and see. Let's see if Reggie can guess what I'm about to say, because we were just talking about, trying out different skills and stuff. Do you reckon, Reggie, this is a good place? Oh, I'm going to step back and I'm going to heal the party. This is a great area to test out your own skill builds, if you ask me. Let's say you're going to mix up your skill bar, and rather than actually test it out in a real mission, come out here and romp around and have at all of these mobs and see what it's like. And of course, if you don't like it...
That's a really valid point, because, you're not sort of losing time or anything, in pursuit of a goal.
That's right. Literally like a great big testing area. And of course, let's not forget that at the same time, you're going to be gaining XP. And we all want that all the time.
All XP is good XP.
Oh, yep. So, all you need to do, folks, is like, okay, let's mix up my skill bar and try this skill, that skill, and the other one, something I don't normally do, or, trying to set up something for a very specific role or purpose. Set it up on your bar, come out here, give it a go, not sure about that. You just hop back to the outpost, set it up again, and come out and try it again. Meantime, reveling in this beautiful scenery. And by the way, this area is huge. I love the open feel of it. It's like, do you know what? I just recently bought SSX, the latest SSX game on... Oh my God, there's these weird creatures over here, by the way. And they've attacked me. Oh my God.
Yeah.
New mobs, new mob types. Very cool.
Don't bring them over this way. I've already got enough.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go to town on the heels, I think. I recently bought SSX, and so it's because I love snow, right? So I'm playing that, and it's a snowboarding game. This looks just as good. Seriously, I wish you could snowboard in Guild Wars. That would be awesome. That would be great.
There should be like a mini game.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue exploring, or would you just like to have a snowboard?
Yeah, I just want to have a snowboard, thanks, or a bit of a ski or something like that. Gosh, we did well getting rid of all of them. Wow, that was not bad. But did you see those new mobs, Reggie?
Or was it the dragon?
Oh, yeah. It probably was the dragon.
Were they similar to ones when we actually ran the Frostgate mission or the Frostgate bonus? There was some, those spidery-looking guys. There was some in the cave. I don't know if they were the same looking or if they were different. Okay. I
think you're right, actually. I think you are right. Anyhow, so, the point is, folks, is that, even though we... technically do not have an objective here in terms of, missions and quests. We have our own objective, and that is that we're exploring and we're trying to find this outpost. So, wow, Reggie, look at that. It's a great big snow valley. Look, seriously, how big is this area? This also comes back to a pet peeve of mine when people keep saying, oh, Guild Wars, it's so... corridor feeling, and it's all instanced, and it doesn't feel like an open world. Well, for goodness sake, open your eyes, people. Seriously, you're looking around at the moment.
Okay, you occasionally don't run across another player, a real life player, but would you miss it?
No,
I don't think so.
No, and I mean, the thing is that the zones here do not feel like they are, maps in a game. Do you know what I mean? Like a multiplayer shooter map. or anything like that. They feel like great big outdoor open explorable world. I mean, look at the size of this place, will you folks? And look at where we've already been. Look at our ant trail here, all the way from the Frost Gate, and we're still going. Now, by the way, do you know how far we are towards the, like, hang on, is there an actual outpost out here somewhere?
I get the feeling we're close, because if you look at your map, you can see the top of this there's like this shoe horse rock that we're going around.
Yeah, here it is.
At the top of it, it looks like I can see a portal.
Oh, okay. All right, good stuff. We're nearly there. Because, of course, the other thing is, as always in Guild Wars, we're running out of time. You know, we try to keep our episodes to 30 minutes, but it's so hard because we love the game so much. Oh, boy, time just flies when you're playing this game, doesn't it? Look at all these... Hey, there's another boss.
It does.
There's another boss, and he's green, which means... It's over this way. Hang on, I'll draw him on the map. There you go. Love the draw on the mini-map feature. There he is. He's green, which means he's a necromancer, Reggie. Do you want to have a crack at getting him so that you can use his signet again? Because I'm happy to. We'll go a couple of minutes
Sure, I'll
over.
have a go at getting him.
Let's do it. Here we go. Come here, you.
Now, of course, he's going to invite all his friends to help him, but...
Probably.
We can do it. Sure.
Alright, time for some heals. Now this boss's name, by the way, folks, if you can't see it on the YouTube channel, is Ruby. Ruby something. He died before I got a chance to actually read his real name out. Never mind.
Well, I did target it, so it's in the chat. Look, there we go. Ruby Spotted Mane.
Ruby Spotted Mane. Thank goodness that you did target him. Thank you for that. Now let's put a direct heal onto Reggie there. There we go. And good old Durham over there. Our enchanter, he needs a bit of heals. I like the fact that these mobs are a challenge, but good lord, they're so... I mean, they're only level 10 or so, and we're having such... I mean, they're a bit of an effort to kill. Imagine if they were the same level as us. Good lord. Alright, so, dying to know if you're going to get yourself a new skill here, Regina J. Lacerta, from the boss.
Okay, let me see. Using my Signet of Capture. Okay, it says that all the... Nope, I know he's got 3 skills there, and they're all known to me.
Okay. Alright, that's alright. It was worth a crack. No problems.
Oh, it's always worth a go.
Yeah. Oh, look at this game. Running around the snow.
If we run this way, we're going to get to that portal that I see just around the corner.
Oh, good stuff, good timing. And by the way, folks, if you're not familiar with Guild Wars, if you're wondering what I'm talking about earlier in terms of the, organising your skills, don't forget, there are thousands, quite literally thousands of skills in this game. And, who's this? Another collector. Hello? Crichton Vestments. And he wants curved minotaur horns. Very interesting. There you go. That's the location of another collector, folks. You can see it right there on the map. I guess, is this a portal coming up here, Reggie? Oh, whoops. Sorry, I didn't even see it there. I just ran right through it. Look at that. Congratulations to us. Woohoo. Well done. Let's give ourselves a cheer. There we go. We have found the Ice Tooth Cave. Wow, look at the lighting. Look how epic it looks. Oh my god, it is awesome.
Have a look around, Sambo.
Oh.
We are on our own.
Oh my lord. Whoa.
There are no other real-life players here.
No. I wonder if a lot of people don't find this just like us, because I guess they do the mission and then they'd forget about exploring up north, I guess. Let's just sell off our rubbish, by the way, while we're here. And then before we sign off, I just want to remind you guys who aren't intimately familiar with Guild Wars what I'm talking about in terms of the skills. Now, by the way, if you wanted to be collecting the curved minotaur horns, Regina J. Lacerta, I have one in my bags if you want one. I'm not sure if you are or not, but do you want it?
I have one, but I believe I can let it go for now.
Alright, I'm going to sell mine as well then. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look. Where's a nice back... Oh, look at it, folks. Seriously. The game is epic. That was so much fun. Now what I'm talking about here is K. Okay, I'm going to bring up my K window. Just like in many other games, K seems to be the universal sort of skill window. If it's either that or it's P. But normally it's K. This is what I'm talking about here. Now I've got them all squashed up, so I'm going to expand them. And if Reggie looks at her one, she'll have the same sort of list, but of course it'll be the two professions that are related to her. So hers will be Ranger and Necromancer skills. Mine, of course, are all, as you can see there, Monk or Mesmer. Now, I've not been a very good player. I haven't been going and purchasing a whole bunch of skills from the skill trainers, which you can do.
But see, now that is a subjective thing to say, because you're saying you haven't been a good player and going out and purchasing them, whereas I like to play, the way I like to play is I'd rather actually obtain the skills through quest hand-ins than purchase them.
Well, there you go. Actually, that's a very good point, and thanks. That is absolutely the wrong thing to say, because there is no right or wrong way of playing. There's no good or bad playing. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. But what I could have done, folks, I guess is a better way of putting it, is I could have gone to all of the skill trainers and just purchased all the ones that were available to me at this time. And this list would be like double the length. But as Reggie says, as you go throughout the game, and especially as you go through the other expansions, Nightfall, Factions, Eye of the North, this list becomes very, very, very long. And let me tell you, there is a skill for every situation, and I mean very specific situations as well, not just generic stuff. Of course there's the generic skills in here as well, and if that's the way you want to play, that's fine. But sometimes you want to set yourself up for a very specific situation because you've got a very specific group makeup and you're trying to do a particular task, and the group needs an XYZ or an ABC, you know, and you can literally, as you know, drag and drop these skills around. Just it's quite as simple as literally going like that, drag and drop, and there you go, and you have yourself a setup. And by the way, if I click on those little arrows at the bottom there, you can see detailed explanations of all of them in the list. Now remember too, folks, that because I can hear you saying, well, hang on, if I have to keep changing and chopping these all the time, it's going to get confusing and I don't remember what I've put where. Very few people, Reggie, it surprises me, very few people remember that there are these, the little blue disc, floppy disk up the top corner here where I'm waggling my mouse, templates. Look at this.
Very
Load
few people
from
remember
template.
what floppy disks are these days.
Yeah, well, yeah, actually, that's true. There you go. Okay, it's a blue icon. Save to template, manage templates, and template codes. And I know we covered this off in another episode earlier, but if I click on manage templates, here are all of the templates that I've got set up for this character, and in fact, probably for all of my characters. So you can save them. You can see as I hover over them there, look at that. There's one for my Elementalist Monk. There's one for my Elementalist. There's one for my Ritualist Necromancer. You never have to worry about forgetting a great setup, and therefore what it does is encourage you to mess about with it, because I think, Reggie, what do you think? Most people wouldn't want to mess with their skill bars too much in case they ever forgot what was a good setup, right?
You do find that, yeah. Like, I mean, I've been guilty of that myself. I've sort of gone, oh no, I really like the way these skills work together, and then I haven't wanted to change them. So, like, I've liked the way the skills have worked with say, with the Elementalist character. I've been out in a snowy area like we've been in.
Yeah.
And I like a look at all the fire spells in the snowy areas.
Right.
And then I've come to an area like a foresty where there's sort of probably the fire isn't quite as effective.
Right.
And I didn't want to give them up.
Right. There you go.
I didn't. You don't have to.
No, well, you could have just literally saved that template and then messed around with a whole bunch more, knowing with confidence that you'd be able to get yours back. In fact, look, what we're going to do, folks, is I'm going to show you how this works, because I haven't updated my template for this character for a while. So let's say I'm happy with this at the moment. All I do is click on the blue icon. I go save to template. I give it a name. So I'm going to say updated. Let's see, updated set.
Well, so you could even give it the name of, because you're mostly smiting at the moment, so you could even call it, you know,
okay,
Smiting Monk or something like that.
Setup for playing with Reggie, because I know this suits playing with Reggie and the style of play that she shows. So I'm going to go save, and there it is. That's it. Now, watch this. If I'm going to deliberately mess myself up, Reggie. I'm going to put a whole bunch of mesmer stuff on my bar, and it's very visually obvious. Look at her sparklers, because all of these are pink and purple, by the way, your very favourite colour. Here we go. So there you go, folks. That is, look at this. I'm testing out now being basically a pure mesmer. All right. Now, also, of course, I would want to change my attributes up the top here. I'd want to get rid of all the points I've currently got there and change them up and put them into Mesmer. But anyhow, the point is I've completely messed up my skill bar. Look at that. Uh-oh. What am I going to do? No problem. Go along here, load from template, and look, the ones that I can actually use are highlighted. The ones that are for a different class are greyed out. So you can't mess up. Smiting setup for playing with Reggie. Load. Just like that. Look at that. Not only that, folks, but I can do this. I can say template code. Here we go. And this window here pops up. We'll put it over Reggie's head. There we go. And you can see here, this is a setup here, that my current one. Here's how it is. And what I can do is I can take that. Let's just take that. And I think I can copy that. And I think, there we go, paste it into chat. Now that code there, someone could actually put into their chat log and it would come up and show my template. So in other words, if I ever wanted to say to somebody, hey, try this setup, I can actually make it clickable in the team. Now, for some reason, maybe you can help me out here, Reggie. The send to chat button is actually grayed out and I don't know why, because normally I can click on that. It's
because if you go into your end screen.
Okay, yep.
Oh,
I'm offline.
Now up the top.
Yep.
Oh. So if you're playing as offline, or in my mode I'm playing as Do Not Disturb, I've clicked on Do Not Disturb because I've kind of done that with intention of not being disturbed, and it's not a case of people look at that and go, oh, I better leave her alone. It's a case of the game goes, basically says Do Not Disturb. So if someone tries to chat with me, it won't let them.
Oh, there you go. All right, and stuff like this. Okay, well let's try that again. Let's choose smiting setup for playing with Reggie. Let's go here. Where are we? Template code. There we go. No, it's still grayed out. Oh, hang on, that's because I'm in Do Not Disturb.
Well, I'm still Do Not Disturb.
Duh.
There we go. I'll play as online.
There we go. Thanks. Template code. There it is. Okay, there we are. Thank you, Reggie. Sorry to mess about your state there, but there we go. Now watch this. Watch down on the chat, folks. If I go send to chat, there we go. Look, it's actually come up as a skill template hot link. Now, Reggie, if you click on that, I'm going to click on it as well. Mm-hmm. Tell us what pops up.
Yep, so I can see, okay, what I can see is that you currently have Banish, Smite, Bane Signet, Curran's Wrath, Healing Whisper, Heal Party, Resurrect, and the Signet of Capture.
There you go. And this is the great thing about it, folks, because the window I'm looking at right now will be exactly the same on Reggie's screen. So let's pretend Reggie was a monk and I'm trying to say to her, can you please try this build? I think it's really cool. I could send her that link in the chat. She clicks on it, brings this up, literally clicks the save button, and she has it. Now, as long as she has those skills in this list here, in her K list, I've literally given us a 1-2 click way of her being able to set up her skills just like that and run outside and give them a test. How good is that? I honestly wish that every single game had this system in it because it is brilliant. It really is. Anyhow,
it is a pretty good system, yeah.
It is. It's fantastic.
Because I know I've tried it with there's a mission a bit further on in the game with my higher level character that I actually had someone trying to assist me. Now their primary skill was my secondary skill, and they said, well, if you've got this secondary skill, profession rather I should say, try this setup. And because it was a really hard mission to get.
Right.
And it could only be done solo. And I only had like 6 of the 8 skills that they were suggesting, but it meant that I did actually accomplish the mission.
There you go. There you are. And of course,
previously, I'd not been able to do it.
Well, and it's all down to that makeup of your skills in your hotbar. And of course, more experienced players will know exactly what you're probably missing. And of course, this is another great way when you are running with other people and they say, what's on your skill bar? You don't have to sit there and chat typing everything out. Send them this. Send them the link and they can see exactly what you've got. And then they can modify it and send it back. It's just brilliant. Anyhow, look, we have gone way over time after me saying, look, we really want to try and keep these to 30 minutes. I think we're up to probably about 45 minutes now, so I apologise, folks. But the thing is, I think it's very important that everybody understands just how flexible and amazing the skill system is in this game, because I think there are a lot of players out there who don't even realise that functionality exists and don't make the most of it. So do it. If you're playing Guild Wars, make sure you're using it.
If you look at WoW and Rift and games like that, you actually can put so many more skills on your hotbar.
That's right.
It just opens you up to, being able to go, oh, well, I can use this here and this there. But it actually encourages you to be a little bit more savvy.
It does. You have to, because you've only got 8 slots here. So you have to really, really know what you're doing in terms of putting those 8. Which ones, because, this is a typical thing in Guild Wars. It's like, well, there's actually 12 I want. I want 12 on here. So I've got to make that decision. Oh, which one do I get rid of? You've got to sacrifice. And that's all part of the gameplay. It is fantastic. Anyway, there you go, folks. There's your little skill lesson tagged on to the end of our normal episode. Certainly hope you enjoyed that episode, by the way. Exploration is awesome. It was great scenery. And if I have a look on our map now, there you go. You can see this top part is opened up. So a big thank you to our viewer for suggesting that, and indeed to Reggie for bringing us out here north of the Frost Gate. Now, Reggie, is there anywhere... I can see there's still some greyed out area between the Ice Tooth Cave and the Iron Horse Mine. Do you know if there's any explorable area out that way?
There would still be explorable area, but I don't know if there's any explorable area with outposts.
No, but I think what we should do is definitely head out there, because we want to uncover as much of the map as we can, of course, as always.
Hitting your H key, what is your...
Exploration?
Your title track... your exploration title track currently at?
Currently mine is at 22.8%. What's yours?
Wow, you've explored 0.5% more than me.
What?
No, wait,
really?
what did you say?
22.8.
23.8.
22.
Oh, no, sorry, I've explored more than you. I'm 23.3.
Well, that's bizarre, because we've pretty much been to the same place. Oh, okay, we're going to have to figure that out. But another day. But that's the whole point, folks. We're trying to get that exploration title track right up to 100%. And you can't do it unless you explore areas just like this. Anyhow, we have to run. Certainly hope you enjoyed that. And Reggie, you know what? We need to do more exploration type stuff in the future and stop worrying about the fact that there's no quest, no mission, whatever, because it just adds to the excitement and adds to the different types of activities that you can do in Guild Wars. But anyhow, in the meantime, folks, on behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis, Healsalot, the wonderful Regina, Jay Lacerda, it's us saying take care. Certainly hope you'll join us in the next episode. We look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.